It's the duo that you love the most, covering events from coast to coast. That podcast is all about the fun with your hosts, LPiddy and Jon Jon. Chirping about gossip like chickadees. Turn up the cast and enjoy the tea. The podcast with the beauty and the brawn. One's a gay turkey and the other is a black swan. It's that podcast. It's that podcast. It's that podcast. Live from the Jon Jon and Company studio in Denver, Colorado, it's That Podcast. And now, here are your hosts, LPiddy and Jon Jon.
Hey, what?
Hey, what?
My name's Jon Jon.
I'm LPiddy.
And we're hashtag
That Podcast.
Hey.
What it do?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm just living my rainbow wig fantasy today, darling.
Oh, and you are looking fabulous. This is giving me beach sparkle vibes.
Yes, Beach Sparkle. Yes, she is from a different planet, and she is confused and a beach. So, yeah.
DJ Kelly.
What up?
Miss Girl. Now, we should preface that if you guys are on YouTube, you can actually physically see us. And by physically see us, I mean just see us.
Yeah, and your girl been working on her skincare, so you better notice.
Okay. Exactly. And your girl hasn't been working on her skincare, but hey.
We still love you.
We still love you. So we are adorning ourselves with our very best Pride gear, y'all, because it's Pride Month.
Yes. Woo-hoo. Shout out to Pride.
You
can see that now.
Yeah, exactly. our little tanzen. That's a past tense of dancing in German.
Yes.
Now, let's get right into the show. It's time for our favorite segment. It's shout out.
I'm just kidding. Shout out.
Yes, it was shouts for a couple weeks, which was fun, but It's time for
shout outs.
Hey. Miss LPiddy, who are your shout outs for the week?
Oh my gosh, I just realized I can show her on camera too. Hold on. My first shout out goes up to my pride and joy. This is Cupcake. Here she is. Oh, you can't see her head. Oh no.
Hi,
oh, there she is. There she is.
Hi, Cupcake or Cupcake.
Hello. This is Cupcake, and she's my baby. It's my pride and joy. Even though she shits on my
Cupcake.
She is a current terrier.
What are some of her hobbies?
Some of her hobbies are having diarrhea on my carpet, eating my kitchen towels, and also playing with her favorite crab toy. She is a current terrier. She is almost a year and a half. Don't tell her. Let me cover her ears. She's getting a half birthday party too this year. So yeah. Oh, you didn't hear that? Yeah. She doesn't know what's going on. It's fine. So, yep.
She's the best. Know what's going on. She's very unaware. No, I'm just kidding. She's adorable. Yeah. I love little Cupcake.
Yes, I love her.
Hi, Cupcake.
Bye. Have a good night.
Oh, she said,
there you go.
Let me lick the air. Good.
So, I also have another shout out. Since this is Pride theme, I wanted to highlight nice people that are in the LGBTQ community. So first, I want to give a shout out to Jay Query. Definitely. What?
Definitely, Jay Query.
Jay Query is also down here in Arizona, and we happen to find each other on Twitter, and we just have a mutual understanding that we are friends in the tech world. Yes.
So Jay Query is a tech queer.
Yes. But Jay Query is tech. Oh gosh, I can't think anymore. It's been a long day. There were some outages today, and I'm not even in the tech field anymore. Well, yeah, you know.
It's been a long life, people. Get used to it.
Yes. I also want to give a shout out to Marley, aka Lavender Beauty, LVNDR Beauty. So she is running a wonderful boutique because she does it all. So check her out. She's so sweet and she's just so driven. I just love her. So yes.
That's wonderful. Yes.
Yes.
I did let me miss some Marley as well, girl. And Cupcake. And girl, if you love Jay Query, I shall love Jay Query.
Yes.
Okay.
Hashtag Jay Query. No, that was going to make a different joke. Never mind. It didn't come out. Let's go ahead and go into your shout outs, Jon Jon.
Miss Girl. So you can tell I'm in my Pride gear as well.
Yes.
I actually did something really fun. We've talked about it in the past. LPD's actually been there, and we're going to get into it later. But I actually had the honor of recording the television broadcast recording of the Pride Parade. So I am a co-host, and so huge shout out to all the people there today: Debbie Shear, Dixie Crystals, Matt Seawick. We had Kendra, we had Lindsay. Everyone there just made it such a great experience. I just want to say thank you, because it's just so cool that the community has asked me to be involved in this way, and I just think it's so awesome. And although it is a couple weeks before the actual broadcast, we had the moment where we were recording in a basement, and it was like, guys, like, take this in. We are literally recurred in Pride, which is really cool. So it's going to be kind of hybrid this year, which we'll talk about. But yeah, Miss Girl, those were our shout outs.
Not shouts, I guess.
Not
I mean, you know what?
shouts.
I am going to give them a bonus shout. I think I should just give them a bonus shout just so they can get back into shout outs. So here's your bonus shout. Ah! You're welcome. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride with that shout.
Yes.
Very nice. Now, last week we had, 2 weeks ago now, we had a hoot on episode 70 Dose. That's Spanglish for 72. And we actually were talking about all about reality television. RuPaul's Drag Race, the All-Star 6 cast was announced. And we did find out later that now it's going to be exclusive to Paramount Plus.
Yes.
So that'll be a really interesting shift. And then, of course, we were talking about As Seen on TV products, which was a hoot and a half.
Which, let's just go ahead and go into those poll results, because I just I felt so validated by this poll. And LPiddy and Jon Jon wanted to know, did any of you also buy the Abs app? And 83% of you said yes.
Oh my goodness. And we talked about that. Like, the fact that you and I both had purchased this ab machine, the ab electrocution machine, girl, or they call it the hashtag abs app.
Abs app.
Sure, that's wild. But there was a 17% of you that had not. You said nay, but you missed out.
Jinx.
You owe me a soda.
Here you go. It's water. It's now gin. Oh, you can't see it. There we go.
There it is.
My poor background is like disappearing me. So sometimes when I like dip out to check on Cupcake, my whole head disappears like this. There we go. Oh, there I am.
Then you've turned into just an arm in a chair. Oh my gosh! And then you just
I just disappeared.
Mine's all blurry.
Yeah.
My life's a blur.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But no, that was a fun poll. I thought that was hilarious that so many people did buy the Abs app. And it's funny, like I was made really aware of like all the things that were as seen on television product that were just like so silly. Like the other thing I didn't think of, I don't even know if we talked about it, was with that shake weight.
Yes. Yeah.
I also own a shake weight, but
do you?
Oh yes, it's of course. Take a wild guess where it is.
In the trash?
No. DJ Khaled in the trash. No, it's actually in my storage unit. But trash is I think it's a very solid guess. I don't know, the fucking trash.
I have to explain myself, because I was just thinking about the motion of the shake weight, and I was like, is this supposed to be, is this a setup for something? So I wasn't sure.
No, it really wasn't. Although it absolutely does look like masturbation.
Yes. Serious moment.
Be the best.
I might have just got lipstick on my teeth. Sorry.
Oh, gosh darn ding dang. Now, we did mention you, of course, can take part in our polls with hashtag that podcast all over social media. Yes, queen. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're all over that media that is social. That's right, queen. Now we mentioned we're doing this video stream. We don't do this for every podcast, but we are doing a nice Pride.
Yes, and that's why we are changing our hair. Changing our attire. I wanted to support hardcore as an ally. And with the hair, as an ally, I wanted to support. So I got different flags on here, and it's just all pretty. But I was going to use a Sailor Moon group photo because they're all different colors. Their uniforms
Oh
are all
yeah,
different.
absolutely, like a Roy G. Biv moment.
So, but it
Yes.
wasn't like as vivid the color, the background I wanted to use. So maybe next time.
Now, for those of you watching, I actually love LPiddy's because it's the new all-inclusive color flag, which I'm all about. But there's of course the additional transgender colors along with a black and brown component, which of course represents people of color. And so I just think it's a really great inclusive flag. And she's disappeared into the background so that we can see it nicer.
Oh, sorry.
But shout out to you for including that.
Yeah, I was like, I need some sort of pride background, and so I turned to trusty Google, and look what I found.
There it is. Well, we found out. I mean, I have to mention because people are probably like, "Really? The gay one doesn't even put a gay background on it?" But folks, it's because I'm on an iPad, and apparently my tech savvy friend Miss LPiddy informed me that I don't have enough RAM or brain processors. Okay,
Brain?
I don't have enough iPad brain to do the background. Is that correct, LPiddy? Did I get that correct?
I'm being attacked by a puppy. Yeah, that is correct. I think.
That is correcto mundo. Yeah, Miss LPiddy, you guys can now physically see the distractions she's having during the podcast.
I'm trying to drink
It's much easier than simply hearing the audio. You're like, what was the question? Guys, calm down.
Crisis averted.
There she goes. Crisis has been averted. Now, Pride is, of course, an amazing celebration, and we have so much fun celebrating. But, girl, let's be real. Pride happened out of a need and a want for equality for the LGBTQ plus community. And there's a major piece to the history that not a lot of people know about, and it's not widely talked about within the gay community, but it must be talked about. And of course, that is the Stonewall riots, or even the Stonewall uprising, which was basically a gay liberation movement, which started the entire Pride and marches and everything of the sort. And that was, of course, in 1969 when basically the police raided a Manhattan bar called the Stonewall Inn. And again, it was a major piece to queer history.
Sorry, I just realized this wig is like getting in my eye, and I just spent like a good 30 seconds trying to get said hair out of my eye, forgetting the fact that I'm on video. So, but as I'm like, yes. I can't wait to talk about this more. Like, this is so interesting. Like, I just recently, well, not like recently, like today, learned about Stonewall, but like, I learned about it once you were on the show in 2019. So like I got a better understanding about it. So first of all, thank you for sharing that with me because it's good to be educated in all things. So yes. Secondly, I don't have a second. What was the question?
Yeah,
my chair straight up disappeared too. Wow. Okay.
The chair is gone.
I'm floating. Oh my god.
Oh my god, she's in the clouds, folks.
Yes.
But yes. But we do want to share a little bit of Stonewall history. This was actually a audio clip of a video I did for last year's Pride Parade, which talks a little bit about Denver Pride and the history of Stonewall. So we'll leave you with this, and we'll be right back.
Denver Pride Fest and other parades and celebrations of LGBTQ pride have become annual June events for many cities around the world. In fact, it is estimated that 26 million people around the world attend a pride celebration every year. But why June? And why do we have pride celebrations anyway? Pride celebrations are a commemoration of the Stonewall riots that took place 50 years ago in New York City. In 1950s and 60s America, same-sex attraction was illegal in every state of the Union. Men and women were required to appear in clothing deemed appropriate to their gender. Lesbian, gay, and gender-diverse people were routinely harassed by police, and gay bars were regularly raided. LGBTQ people were jailed and publicly humiliated for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. In the early hours of June 28, 1969, New York City police raided the Stonewall Inn. a gay bar located in Greenwich Village in New York City. The raid sparked a riot among bar patrons and neighborhood residents, as police roughly hauled employees and patrons out of the bar, leading to 6 days of protests and violent clashes with law enforcement, outside of the bar on Christopher Street, in neighboring streets, and in nearby Sheridan Square. 1 year after the Stonewall riots, a march was organized to commemorate the anniversary and to promote LGBTQ visibility and civil rights. Because of LGBTQ Pride parades, community members began to recognize that they were not alone, and a movement started to build. Celebration was so popular that similar events began popping up in cities across the country. LGBTQ Pride events have now become an annual June tradition for many cities across the globe, and have led to increased visibility and acceptance for LGBTQ people everywhere. The Stonewall riot served as a catalyst for the LGBTQ civil rights movement in the United States and around the world. The first gay pride celebration took place in Denver in June 1975. This community gathering brought increased energy to the Denver LGBTQ community, and 1 year later, activists moved to form the Gay Community Center of Colorado. Today, as the organization has grown to embrace more aspects of the community, the center is now known as the Center on Colfax. Today, the center serves more than 47,000 people annually at its year-round facility in Denver's Capitol Hill neighborhood. During the COVID-19 outbreak, the center has continued serving the community through its social media channels and its website, lgbtqcolorado.org. The center produces Denver Pride Fest each year as its largest annual fundraiser. With programming serving 5 generations of community members, from young families and LGBTQ youth to older adults, Denver Pride Fest supports what has become one of the oldest LGBTQ community centers in the nation. Denver Pride Fest has grown to a 2-day festival and parade, attracting hundreds of thousands of visitors from across Colorado and neighboring states. This year, Denver Pride Fest proudly continues as an online event to keep the spirit of Pride alive until our community can celebrate together again.
And we're back.
And we're back. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So that, as we mentioned, was just a little history of Stonewall. That was, again, a clip that I did for the Denver Pride event. And hopefully it educated some of y'all. Maybe it was a review for some others. But I hope you guys, at the end of the day, enjoyed it and learned something today.
Indeedy. So we are back, and we are going to talk a little bit more about our first Pride experiences. So... you ready for this?
Yes, Queen. Yes, so we're going to talk... Mortal Kombat!
I was ready. Yes,
exactly. That, of course, we know is one of the theme songs for Pride, as always. No, but we're going to be talking all about, as LPiddy mentioned, Pride events, Pride experiences. So let's get right into our very first. So, LPiddy, what was your very first Pride experience?
So this was probably back in like 2013, 2014, maybe even 2012. I don't know. But I just basing it off of where I worked at the time. But my friend was like, hey, let's go to Coors Field. Let's go catch a baseball game. So we're there and we're drinking. And for some reason, this game went like super fast. Like this is the fastest baseball game I've been to. So we were like, hey, you know what? Pride is ending here soon. We could still catch a little bit of it. So we went to Pride and just took it out.
We took please no. And we took it out. No.
Sorry.
So okay. So you guys went to the Coors Field, which is for those who don't know, Denver. It's like a baseball stadium.
Yep,
that's where they play the baseball.
There we go.
Eight innings, is that a thing in baseball? 8, right?
9.
9 innings. Okay. Mm-hmm. I was very sure about the 8th inning. But
I mean, there is an 8th one, so you're good. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
A 9th.
But I think, the bottom of the 9th. Yeah, yep, that sounds right. But then if there's ties, it could go into extra innings. And that's about all I know.
So what did you drink? What was your drink of choice when you was at the baseball game? I'm just curious.
Beer. You have to get beer. Like
beer. So then you're like, okay, cool. This game's ended. We was going to the Pride Parade. Now that was the one that in Denver Civic Center?
Yes.
Like in that park?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I had to think about it because I was like, we had to walk a while, like down, because we went down 16th Street and 16th Street.
So,
yeah,
that's right.
So, sorry.
So 16th Street is this outdoor mall in Denver. Has usually buses running, but so you walk all the way, which is a long trek from one side to the other. Oh no, Miss Girl! And then you got to the park.
Stores too. That's why it's a mall. It's not just the buses. So
yeah, it's a bus route. They call it a mall. It's very strange.
Weird.
No, you're right. They do include that. Now, were you guys in Rockies gear?
I might have been because I think I ran to Kohl's that day just to be like, oh crap. No, that was a different game. Never mind. No, I don't think I was.
No, I just think it's a good look, especially for Pride Girl. Go with purple. And that's awesome. So then, of course, you celebrate. Now, did you guys do tell me about that experience, Miss Girl?
We just walked around and it was just pretty chill because like people are already like shutting down. But I remember there was one guy who was just giving out a whole bunch. It was this like combo pack of a condom and lube. And they're like, hey, we're about to shut down. Do you guys want free samples? And my drunk butt was like, hell yeah. I never used them. Like, I feel so bad taking them. I should have, like, donated them or something, so.
The condoms.
Mm-hmm.
I used half of that starter pack, girl.
Right. It's dry in Colorado.
It should be known, if you go to any Pride event, live and in person, there's often many condoms for free and many a lube.
Yes. Oh, and I saw a lot of topless women with pasties, but they had like very creative pasties. And I was just like, that is super creative. Nice job.
What was the most creative pasty you saw?
I feel like one was in the shape of the world, like Earth. Our world. Yeah.
A world.
This one.
Narnia?
Yeah, Narnia. No.
That's a good one. I was thinking like, yeah, I don't know. If I had a choice of pasties, I might do like some Reptar pasties. Ooh. No, I don't think I would be doing that.
I mean, why not? Do it if you want to. If it makes you happy, do it.
It doesn't make me happy. It does not make me happy.
Oh, okay. Don't do it then. Don't do it.
Yeah, then, well, there's your answer.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was a pasty gal, I would be like the duct tape X.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck with me.
Yeah.
Doc Martens.
Yeah, you know. But one day, who knows?
One day.
Nope, don't know. I just wanted to be encouraging, and that's what came out of my fucking mouth. Great.
That's what it is. Now, if you had a choice of pasty, what would your pasty choice be?
Oh, I would totally go for like a sparkly tassel because I'm still a pageant girl at heart.
Girl, yeah. Of course you would go for a tassel. I feel tassel
rhinestone, tassel, pasty. Like I would teach myself how to do that, but without like knocking myself out. So, as you know,
I love that. I would have tassels, but they would both have like one of those old school watches on them.
Oh my God!
Do you know the time? I'd be like,
I'm all sitting here. How's he doing that?
No, actually, one of them I think would be a compass. The other one I'll make a watch.
Oh my God! What time is it? Where am I?
What time is it? Where am I?
Let me just look. Okay, we're good. I think.
Oh, really? That shit makes me mad. Like, girl, listen. If you're Northwest, it don't matter where Northwest you are. You don't know where home is. Like, I don't understand how people use the compasses. I almost said condoms. I do understand how people use condoms. I
love
do not
that. Safe sex. Safe sex.
Safe sex all the way. Holla holla.
Oh my God.
But girl, I don't know how people use compasses. Because listen, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if I live Northwest and I use my compass to be like, oh, I got to walk Northwest, I could be further Northwest than where I live. Especially if it was all plain land.
What? Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
No.
You in there?
I'm like, I don't
like, yes, I'm fully coherent. That just makes no fucking sense. What I'm saying is, so tell me how you use a compass. If you're in the middle of nowhere and you need to get home with your compass, tell me how you use a compass to get home.
So you take the
and
compass.
Not MapQuest.
Well, duh. It's fucking 2021.
There, I use my dial-up and I print out my MapQuest directions, which includes maps.
Oh my gosh, I just thought of a story and I'll come back to the compass, I swear. But today I was having some issues with Zoom. Yeah, Zoom, I'm coming for you. Zoom. But like, it was saying my internet was unstable, which it wasn't. And one of my...
You're like, I'm unstable.
My internet is fine. Just kidding. We are both unstable. It's fine.
Just clocking myself for being unstable. Sorry, folks, but I digress.
I was like, oh, that is true. Hey, me. But he was
relatable.
like, so of course it like messed with my voice, and he was like, it sounded like you were AOL speech, and I'm like, totally makes sense. Kind of like dial-up, and just Anyways, Compass. You take it, and then you find where.
Hold on, now you've spawned a question out of me. Have we talked about this before? What was your AOL username? Because you had AIM, I would imagine, right? Because everyone's username was stupid as fuck. I'll share mine in a second, but what was yours?
Mine was Glitter Love LUV 649. The only reason why it was 649 is because I was going to do 69 because I thought it was badass, but I got nervous, so I put it a 4, which is my favorite number. And then after that, I created like so many different like Sailor Moon type usernames, like thinking like I was going to use them. Like, and I would give it to my boyfriend at the time, like, "Oh, message me on this one. I'll let you know that what." I don't know. Like, I was just so obsessed with like Sailor Moon, and then I'm like, "Oh, I want this username. Oh, I want this username." But I couldn't tell you what those usernames were, but I think I had about 7. And
so
like,
your main one was what again? To ask me to message you on AIM. How would you do this back in our day?
So my username is Glitter Love LUV 649. Okay, and don't tell anyone, but it's supposed to be 69.
Please tell me you told people that.
I did.
Oh, that's good, Miss Girl. No, that's how all of the. Oh my God, it's so funny how funny we were as kids. It's like you didn't even realize. You're like, I want to be edgy. You're like, listen, can't be totally edgy, but I'm not gonna just pull it all out.
Right.
Girl,
it out.
Mine was even more stupid. It was the dumbest name ever. It included my favorite number, but not 69 at all. My AOL Instant Messenger username was Presidente 27K. And my best friend was El Capitan, and his favorite number, I said,
oh shit!
Yeah. I tell you, the names were just so silly. It's like
so silly.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I love the 4. The LUV in your name.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Glitter Love 649. Why the fuck glitter? I love glitter. I get it, but damn, I didn't realize I loved it that much. And then MSN Messenger. That was my jam too. So.
Oh girl, you always with the alternatives over here. She's all.
I know.
You know what? Y'all use AIM? I am gonna be here on Messenger.
Yes.
With my Hotmail account.
Mm-hmm. Sure was.
For your love.
That's where I talk to my boyfriend the most. So I don't know why I'm giving him my AOL Instant Messenger usernames when we're talking on MSN anyway. So, and then I don't know. How did I meet people on MSN? Like, were there like chat rooms or something like that? Because I had like.
Girl, I think there was chat rooms in all of them.
Yeah.
And I think that because there was also Yahoo Messenger, which the Yahoo was more like the chat rooms. And then there was one, I don't remember if you remember this one. I think it had like a 8-bit sort of flower logo. It was called
ICQ. Yep.
Bitch.
Yep.
We are old.
Yeah.
Talking about ICQ. And the reason we liked ICQ was because you could see what people were typing as they were typing.
Yeah, exactly.
So if they delete it, you'd be like, oh, bitch, you call me a bitch.
What are you saying?
Delete it? Yeah. Like,
I'm going to tell your mama.
Tell your mama.
Yes. But yeah, ICQ, AIM, MSN Messenger, Yahoo Messenger. Yahoo was a good one. I wish I had more friends on Yahoo. I would totally use that one.
Yahoo, I was always talking to strange people.
That was MSN for me. So
I said, why am I in this chat room as a young child?
Let me not reveal too much information, but there was one time, and I was of age, so it's fine. But there was one time
this is getting spicy.
I somehow became friends with a guy that played professional soccer, and
Ooh.
yes, and as he was talking to me, he proposed and he like held up a ring, and I was like, "Oh, we just met like 2 days ago, bro."
Ooh.
Like what? So, yeah, but
wait, hold on, you were up on video.
Yeah. Oh,
girl, I never played that video game, girl.
Well,
no, ma'am.
My ex-boyfriend, one of the exes, whatever. What do you call it's an ex? Yeah, I got a couple, whatever. That's how we talked to each other. That's how we could see each other because we were long distance. We did not live in the same state. So.
Oh, girl.
No, but we knew each other. So, yeah. But before he moved.
Go.
Yeah. Let me. I wasn't talking
Like
to
my
all
internet
predators,
boyfriend.
okay?
Like,
That's what I'm trying to say.
Human beings.
Right.
Girl, that
Like,
is really crazy.
yeah, and I was still cautious as a kid. Like, I ain't telling you shit. No, you can't come
Oh,
visit me.
yes.
No, you can't have my phone number. So,
Yep, and then the floodgates totally opened with MySpace.
yes.
Where that was like done. Because girl, she was chatting with everybody about MySpace.
Right. Oh, I don't think I was chatting with like a lot of people. I was more so changing my profile with like HTML stuff and like doing a new theme every day. Oh, there you are.
Miss Girl, yeah, and then the background of the music. Girl, I'll be having Tatu playing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
I had One Republic apologize because I was like, they're from Colorado and this song is amazing. So,
Oh my God, that song is that old.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel old because I was like, that just came out a couple years ago.
Mm-mm.
No, it didn't. It didn't at all.
Oh.
Now we went on a bit of a tangent there, but girl, now please explain to me how you use a compass, and then we will get back to the actual thing we're talking about.
So, like, you first find north. North is always going to point in the direction, and then, like, I think the direction you're going, then you turn it. Like, so if this is north,
But so
like,
if let's just say you're in the middle of nowhere. Let's just say it's all fields, okay?
Mhm.
How would you know where your house is? Would you just always say it's north?
No, you would say like, "Oh, I live in the west," or you track where you're going. Like, "Hey, I'm leaving house. I'm going north, so I know my house is south."
But see, what if you don't have any direction and you just are somewhere? I don't feel like it helps you, right? Am I making an argument here for the compass community?
I don't think so, but I'm not a compass expert either. Like, I've seen it. Like, you just have to know, like, oh, well, whatever, Boy Scouts. If you go this way, then you'll survive, and you gotta look. Like, oh, you could figure out which way you are too with the sun rising and the sun setting. I don't know.
Oh, that's a thing. That's a thing. Yeah, I feel that's a thing. See, because in Colorado, it's easy. It's like west is the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always easy. You'll always know where the mountains are for the most part. The other thing I don't get down with is this North Star stuff, folks. Okay, it is why people say it's the North Star. They say it's always north. I said, no, I think it's always up. Okay, I don't be looking in the sky and think it's a direction.
I thought it was the brightest star.
Oh, that might be it also. I just thought it was some indicator of the north.
Probably, but I don't know if that would be reliable because it changes throughout the...
That's how I feel, right? And again, you're looking up. It's like, girl, I'm gonna start walking up. I'm like, this doesn't make sense, science.
I mean, up is north, so, like, technically, like...
that is technically the most north you could go.
Yeah.
So are you saying the south is hell? Or hell is south? Don't say it's the south is hell. That's not what we're saying.
I'm not saying that at all. At all.
That's not. That's Sade.
So,
Miss
I mean,
Girl,
I do live in a southern state, and it's hot as hell, so...
Oh, yeah, it's been... I'm by no means comparing your weather to ours, but it's been in the 90s. It's supposed to be 97 degrees mañana. That is tomorrow in Spanish.
Right now, we currently have an excessive heat warning. Got our first one today, and it's going to last for a week, so, months. It is 7 p.m. here, and it's currently 98 degrees. Yeah. So I'm not going outside with this wig, I can tell you that much.
No, ma'am. I wasn't going outside at all. What do you wear in 98-degree weather? Ugh.
I have on sweatpants as well right now. So
sweatpants? Please don't tell me they're fleece lined.
No, not at all. Like these are actually my cheer sweats from high school. I just kept them.
Oh, from cheerleading?
Mm-hmm, from cheerleading.
Oh, you used to be a cheerleader.
There. Just woo.
That's right. Now we were talking about cheerleader.
Cheerleading. But
bikini weather.
Bikini weather.
Bikini. Who's wearing a bikini this summer? Bikini.
The finest chicken feathers.
Bikini.
But what I wear is like I wear shorts. Well, not all the time. I can wear my workout pants, but there was a day this week where it was a little bit cooler, like around 1 o'clock. Usually it's in the 100s, but that day, like Yeah, it was like 92 and there was cloud cover. So we're all walking outside like, oh, it's a breeze. It's so nice out. It's cooler. So, yeah.
My.
Mhm.
And does the weather ever get to the point where you need to wear a bikini?
I mean, you could wear a bikini year round. Well, except for like really early in the year where it's like actually cold. So like January, February. It's probably not good to go swimming. But I think I would still get looks if I went to the pool in like March and April, which has happened. So
I mean, if it's hot enough, you're like, hey, listen,
Yeah.
the chlorine's working, folks.
yeah, the
Let me do
chlorine's
what I gotta do.
working, but that pool heater was not.
Oh, see, that'll do it. See, yeah, I guess that's the appeal is the cooler weather when you guys have a nice like palatable weather.
Yes, but still, it's the desert too. So like, there's times we've gotten in the 30s. So since I've been here, I've seen 30-degree weather. I've seen 50-degree weather. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
but in the morning, mainly in the morning. So yeah.
Oh, no.
Mhm.
We all know we don't like the morning.
We don't.
No, we don't. But something that we do like, we've talked about it, we love it, is of course Pride. Now, to bring it back full circle, my first Pride experience was pretty young, and we're going to actually post a couple of the pictures we talk about in our experiences on our hashtag that podcast Instagram page. But girl, mine was in 2009, if you can believe.
That's crazy.
Girl, guys, calm down. No, but really, it's really mind-boggling to me that that's been so many years. I think I adopted Cookie in 2008 or 2009, which is even more crazy.
Oh, weird.
So of course, and actually, Cookie's on paper birthday is July 13th, and she's turning 13.
Golden
So look at that.
birthday.
Golden, Miss Girl. So we're gonna have to have a big old celebration. Maybe we do a Zoom party.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. But yeah, in 2009, I went with some friends, Humberto, Jean, Sarah, a whole bunch of stuff. And then I was consistently going for a couple of years after that, and then I kind of fell off. But that was my first Pride experience. And just this picture, we have it in the drive. I just look like a baby.
A baby.
A baby. So we'll post it just for shits and giggles. But we'll post, of course, some other pictures that we talk about. But LP, tell me about, that was our first Pride experience. You, after the Rockies game with a pal, me in 2009 with a couple pals. But what would you say, couple pals? What would you say is your best Pride experience?
Oh, that's hard.
So that, of course, was best Pride experience.
Exactly. Thank you. I hope you love my face. Once again, I forgot. I'm just looking at our photos too. That's why I'm not looking at the camera right now. But it's actually when we had Lip Sync for Your Laugh on Pride. That was the best experience ever. And I was just like, you guys really know how to party. I love this. I am here for this. So I just loved it so much. It was just a blast for sure.
Girl, and yeah, we do have this picture up here. This was from our 2018 Pride Together. That was our official first Pride Together.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and that's when we did. Yeah, you're right. So we had this show. LPiddy was the producer. I was a director, and I was hosting the show. But it's called Lip Sync for Your Laugh, which was so much fun. It ran for a couple years, and this was our first Pride, and we had a huge audience. I think there was like 5,000 people in the house. I mean, it was just
it was just insane, and like it was so fun though. It was so fun. And like watching the shows after our show was amazing. And then I think I almost got kidnapped though that night. So I think
that was the night you did almost get kidnapped.
Yeah.
And it's always strange because of course we were performing, so of course we were walking around with suitcases. It was just a very strange event. But now this wasn't our first event together. And actually, as we were talking about Pride. Which that show was so crazy. And what's nuts about that show is we were doing comedy, and for an entire nightclub, like 5,000 people or a majority of them to be paying attention to us was just crazy. Because sometimes when you do comedy in a club, it's like a cabaret singer. You're like, oh, that's nice background noise for my drinking and partying.
Right.
But, and I mean, no disrespect to cabaret singers at all, but that's that. But
thanks. I was about to say, I'm so offended. I'm not a maybe one day.
Mary had a little lamb.
Black sheep.
Yes, I love soft background music. I love when someone's like whisper singing, like hotel lobby singers are my favorite. I would go to that concert any fucking day.
Come to my concert. I'm singing the alphabet.
Oh, for real? They'd be like, oh, the Hilton at the airport.
Exactly. H-I-J-L-M-N-O.
with a piano accompaniment, Mike.
Yes, absolutely. It's gonna be Cupcake on the piano. Oh, hello, there she is. She's here.
There's Cupcake.
She's here. She's on the floor.
on the floor. But yeah, no. But I got to tell you, I love stuff. I would go to, like I said, I would go to a concert for them. I would show up at the downtown Garden Inn.
Just had a big old 10,000 people. A B C D E F G.
And it's always like really mainstream songs that it's like, oh, it's just so funny to me. And it's always like exactly like ABC's.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're it's better than yours.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's just that. What's funny is I actually did something really simple. It's weird that you brought up milkshake because I did a rendition of that with my girl Sarah. Hey, Sarah Shelburne, now Tucker.
Hi.
But we actually did which would never work these days, but called hip opera, and we basically sang hip hop songs in opera for our talent show in high school. And the biggest song that we did was Milkshake, which people loved.
I cannot do opera. Let me not.
Milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like it's better than yours. Oh, and then there was to the window. Oh, to the wall, to the wall,
to the sweatshop down by.
Censored. That's literally what was censored. Oh, girl. So we have censored, girl. But that was a hoot. You and I have a hoot. And speaking of having a hoot, we also bust out this picture, which we will also post with our girl Pam from Soha. And this is from 2011. This girl, you are wearing a beautiful crown. I'm over here with my locks of love.
Yep. That was after.
Fairies.
Yeah. Oh, I miss Sperry's. But I just won this state title. It was my Colorado talent title. I won a Supreme title, which actually looking back, apparently I was given the wrong title. I should have won my division instead of a Supreme title because division is higher. But I didn't care. So I won talent. That was what was important to me. And I was like,
I am talent.
Oh, so the house down.
See, that seems weird because you would think Supreme is the highest. Because I think with a witch, isn't the Supreme the highest?
Yeah, you would think so. But but in that pageant, it was division was higher. So yeah. But oh well, I won it. I technically won both. But I it's double crowned. So there's that.
That does make sense. Because this is a big crown. I can't imagine you having another crown upon your head. What happens when you win numerous crowns? Tell me about this pageant.
They're currently in my parents' basement. I'm going to try and see if I can get them back down here. So, because I want to do a video of it. I want to show off the crowns and be like, this is what it is. But the thing is that the bin that I put them in wasn't sealed well enough, so they did start to turn, get a little dark and stuff like
tarnish,
that. Tarnish. There we go. I couldn't think of the word. I forgot tarnish existed. So tarnation.
Tarnation.
And then
now, if you win, because you won 2 crowns at the same place.
Yes, actually.
Well, how does that work? You put 2 on your head, or do you wear one as a hand puppet?
You either, if you can take off the first one and then put on the other one, you can. So the last pageant I actually competed in, I won 2 titles technically.
Oh, word.
So I won. Well, once again, I won talent. So that was out of all the older divisions, I was the main talent person. Even though I got stuck in my dress, that was fun.
Oh.
So yeah.
Did you get out?
I finally did. It took after crowning. So what happened? What had happened was we had formal wear. And then we went into talent, and I'm trying to get changed for talent. I can't, my zipper is stuck. So I was like, screw it. Let's take off my heels. I'm putting on my Nikes. I don't care. And I'm going to do talent in my formal dress. I don't care. And I won talent still. And a few people saw my sneakers. So I just left my sneakers on the whole time and left my formal dress on. And then they did talent. I think I also won congeniality. Maybe not. I could look at my website.
What was your talent that you could be wearing tennis shoes?
I was singing. I sang Natural Woman by Aretha Franklin. So.
Oh, okay. Work, queen.
Yes. So sang, and then I got crowned my division, and I've been competing in this pageant for 4 years, and I finally won a title, and I was like, praise Jesus. Okay. So.
Praise the cheese.
Yeah. So. Good memory. I would love to compete again, but it definitely has been 5 years. So I'm now a pageant director. So I can.
It's true, and you're running numerous pageants. So
yeah,
girl.
Yes.
It is. Yeah, there is an element that like where you kind of shift focus. You know, you're not competing.
But it's good because I still have that practice as far as like, here's what we're looking for, here's what you should do. So I have been doing like a little bit of coaching as well. But yeah, I'm hoping next year I can go compete again and get a couple sponsors and head on out. One pageant I'm looking at is in Nebraska, but I got to get in shape.
Okay.
I know, it's like, why are pageants in Nebraska? That's weird, but okay. So
probably because it's relatively affordable to rent space because with the pandemic and everything's been so darn expensive.
Exactly. Well, even before the pandemic, they were in Nebraska, so.
Oh.
But still, saving money. I know, but no.
I was really reaching with that one.
Yeah. Cupcake, you gotta move or you're gonna get... No, you can't. No, it's not belly time. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I had to disappear my face for a second because this dog is under my chair and I don't want to accidentally roll on her. So, Cupcake, get up.
Oh my heaven.
She just wants to be a part of the Pride episode so bad. Here, do you want to come here? You want to come up?
I don't think she does. I think she just wants to be completely on her own.
She wants to be pet.
Come here, Cupcake.
She's like, I'm here for you to scratch my ass, please.
Isn't that sweet? And how can you resist? I mean, let's just be real.
Cute.
I mean, our fur babies. Exactly. You're like, I'm always going to succumb to that. Miss Teen.
Right.
But
so. But yeah, like even after she shit on my carpet, she was just like, so sorry, and I'm like, oh no. So he's fine.
Speaking of shit on the carpet, one of my best Pride experiences was 1 year when that was the worst segue ever because this is truly one of the best experiences I've ever had with Pride, and that of course was when I was asked to host Pride alongside Debbie Shear in 2019. So that was of course epic. LPiddy, what in the world are you doing right now?
I'm writing down hashtags. Sorry.
She is completely. I'm like, where has she gone now?
I was still listening to you. That's why I was. Sorry. I was like, I try to do this while I'm recording it so I don't forget. And then I'm like, what the hell are we talking about?
What is happening? But yeah, that was an awesome experience. Now, we'll, of course, ask you guys on Twitter. You guys can find those polls, of course, at #thatpodcast. We want to know, have you ever attended a Pride event? Is that yay, nay, or just gay?
I love that last choice. That's adorable.
So we'll, of course, post that on our Twitter. And speaking of Twitter, Ms. Girl, we had a poll that was done after a couple podcasts ago at this point. And that, of course, is the poll on Miss Jess Jones.
Yes, indeedy. So we asked you guys, we're thinking of inviting Jess back, which we are. She's coming back. Oh, my gosh. She's coming back on June 23rd. And we asked you, the next time she comes by, what should we do on the podcast? And you said... full tarot reading.
Yeah,
we love us.
We were like really feeling that one. We're like, ooh.
Yeah, right. But I was still like, but like crystal work would be dope. Everything would have been dope, honestly. So
yeah, because she does a lot. Like there was the option of breath work, Reiki, crystal work, and of course we went with full tarot. So that's going to be so much fun. So as LPiddy mentioned, that's episode 74. That's the next episode. That's June 23rd. June 2-3.
Yeah.
And then we have and then so we're gonna have another fun episode coming up, which we'll talk about. But girl, what are you curious about? Like in your life, especially as tarot happens, is there anything that you're kind of like mulling over right now? What are some things that you're mulling over right now for a little tarot?
I just want to know when I will be successful in my own small business, like maybe doing some coaching, maybe some Etsy, like when am I going to see, like, is this going to be like something that's sustainable for me, So, yeah. Yeah, I know I should say like love or something like that, but like I'm kind of cool by myself. Me and Cupcake are just chilling. So,
yeah, listen, we got this on lock.
Yeah.
we were talking about this. I mean, we were talking about this, that when you're independent in your own shit, it's like you don't need that additional piece,
yeah.
right?
Like there's sometimes where I'm like, oh, that'd be great if I could cuddle someone, and then Cupcake's like, I like to cuddle, and I'm like, oh, fuck yeah.
Dogs are just the best. I mean, they truly are. I mean, I'm so happy you have a dog.
Yes.
Girl.
I love Cupcake.
Yeah, Cupcake's so happy she hates you.
Yes. Cupcake and Cookie.
Cupcake and Cookie. No, it's so true. I mean, our pets are everything to us. I mean, let's go.
I love that sound.
DJ
And you love
Khaled.
cupcake. Yep. Oh, hello.
Yes,
Sorry.
I do. I love them all.
I forgot I just sang her name. Sorry. Hi. Yeah, you could go
she's
play
like-
now.
Like, you keep saying my name, people. Why? Why no?
You know
I'm
I
real
do the
curious about a
podcast.
whole bunch of exactly a whole bunch of things. So we'll of course see what happens there. Now and then of course in episode 75 we actually have Madison,
Yes.
who's a friend of ours and my editor, and she has gotten into K-pop recently, which
Excellent.
excellent. Which you guys know, LPiddy is a huge fan and has a lot of commentary on. So I think this is going to be a really fun episode. I'll hopefully learn a little bit more. Maybe I'll get a new song on my system.
Yeah, I you know, to be fair, I do need to brush up on some new bands and stuff like that. Like, I know bands, I just don't know people in it. Hopefully I'm not expected to know all the people in it. Because I can only name 3 people in, or maybe 4. I can name 4 people in BTS.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's Jimin, RM, J-Hope, and Jungkook.
Oh, Jungkook, yes, Miss Girl.
Yeah, yes, thank you. Thank hold your applause there. Thanks. Please clap.
There it is. There.
Please
there
clap.
it is.
Please clap.
Please clap. Order it.
Please clap.
So that, of course, is going to be coming up in episode 74 and 75, July 7th. And we just want to thank you guys again for joining us for this really fun little rendition of our little Pride episode of that podcast.
Yes. We just want to show our love and say Happy Pride.
That's right. Of course, June is LGBTQ plus Pride Month, so really become aware if you have anyone in the queer community that is in your life. Make sure that they feel loved. Let them know, and let them know that you are a support, because that stuff is so important to the community. So, with that being said, Miss Girl, you can find me all over social media. I'm at Jon Jon Lannon.
And believe it or not, I'm at LPiddy. Whoa!
Oh my God! Of course, we are hashtag
that podcast.
Until next time, bye.
Bye. Happy Pride. Peace.
Rainbows.